Hello, fellow awakening humans. My name is Ildi. I am 53 years old and I am in the awakening process. I have been in this process for about the last 15 years. I wanted to make a video like this for a very long time, but I didn't know how to get started. I didn't have the confidence and I really didn't know how to do it. Ever since I started awakening, which was about 15 years ago, I started watching videos of people who have already gone through this process or who are or just going through this process, and I've been a bit envious of them because I would so much like to be there where they are. And I'm talking about the awakened ones like Teal Swan, Ralph Smart from Infinite Waters. They have these great informative, inspirational videos that I like to watch, and I always thought it would be so nice if I could do this too. If I could tell people what I'm going through, because I don't know anybody around me whom are going through the same thing. I'm pretty sure that a lot of you are in this kind of situation similar to myself. We go through life and we go through this pretty difficult process, and we have nobody to talk to about it because our families are not interested. They don't want to know anything about spirituality. They don't care about chakras. They don't care about spiritual world. They don't care about anything like that. So we have no one to talk to. So I figured that maybe one day I could make a video like this when I'm in the right mood. So I haven't been in the right mood for a long time because I didn't know how to get started. But today, for some reason, the inspiration came. My husband and I were driving in Montana. We are on vacation. We are Canadians driving around in America, which is something that we love to do. And we were driving around in Montana, and it was hot, 34 degrees outside, so we were in the car driving on the road, and the air conditioning was blasting, and it was so hot that it was not even good to get out of the car. So eventually we hit a spot where the weather started cooling down. It was raining, and suddenly, instead of the big flat areas, we were surrounded by mountains and lots of pine trees. And the weather started to get better. It was starting to cool down a little bit, and so I opened down the window, and suddenly this strong scent of the pine trees came in. And it was such an incredible moment. Suddenly I felt like I could burst. I'm pretty sure all of you whom are watching, whom are going through a similar experience that I am, have experienced this, that you're just going around your business and suddenly there's a smell or you see something that will cause a reaction, that suddenly you light up inside and you just feel unexpectedly happy and ready to tackle anything. And that is what happened to me. So I told my husband, who's doing the great job of driving the car, that if right now I feel this inspiration to speak, and if you would just see a place where we could stop, somewhere where there are not many people and there's no traffic, then maybe I could, try to make a little video, at least to try what it's like, because I've never done this, as I said before. So we stopped at a place, and look what a beautiful place this is. There is a river running right next to me, and there are probably bears behind me somewhere, and we saw some deer, and it is a beautiful area, and the scent of the pine trees is just beautiful, and I'm just breathing it in, and I'm thinking about Ralph Smart from Infinite Waters, who would say, "Oh, look at this, how does he say, this big ass prana." That's what he calls it, and I always laugh at it. Yes, that's what it is. It's beautiful and it smells wonderful, and I feel so great. I feel so great to be alive. and it's so nice to be here, and it's so lovely to feel this inspiration to finally speak. And I know I'm not doing it very well right now because I'm sometimes looking at myself. I'm supposed to be looking at the camera, but I have never done this. So everybody please forgive me. And I'm moving around here because I'm kneeling here on some rocks. See? Oh, there it is. I'm kneeling on some rocks. So I think I'm gonna get up because it's getting a little bit too hard. So anyway, I just wanted to say that this message is for all of those whom are like me, whom are awakening right now or started awakening 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and they are still not right where the big ones are. I wouldn't say big ones, like all the people whose third eye is open, who already are aware of so many things that people like me are not yet. We are not there yet. I know eventually we are going to get there, but we are not there yet, and we just have to be patient. I know it's difficult. I'm going through it. It's very hard, but I'm getting information from wherever I can, and I'm looking at videos and I'm reading about other people who are going through a similar process as I am, and I'm just ready to speak about this. Finally, I'm ready to speak. Now, about my speech. I am an immigrant. My English is not my native language, as you can very clearly hear it. I'm originally from Hungary, but I live in Canada. My husband and I immigrated there 30 years ago. So we speak pretty good English, but we have the accent, and sometimes we are not that easy to understand. But I hope I'm fairly easy to understand, and I hope that what I'm going to say is going to be interesting for people who are going through a similar process. So this is going to be the end of my first video. I just wanted to introduce myself. Again, I'm Ildi, and I'm a Canadian in the process of awakening to who we are and what we are and why we are here, and we are a part of this great shift that's happening, and I just want to share my story, and I'd like to find people whom are similar to me, similar souls as me, old souls, because I know that I am. I know I've been here before, and this is another something that I would like to talk about later, when once again the inspiration will strike. So I hope this is an alright first video, and I hope next time I'm going to be better at looking at the camera instead of myself. But again, I'm greeting you all, and I hope that you will be interested in hearing my story, just like I'm very interested in yours, and I wish you all the very best. And a goodbye from beautiful Montana, and I'll see you the next time.